up, guys? We are here for another episode of the Big Star Show. We know we love to take sabbaticals over here, but, but we're but we're grateful to be back once again, giving you guys this Dallas Cowboys content. But before y'all get into the show, um, before we get into the content, please like uh, the videos on both of our channels. Please share the content as well. And please subscribe to our YouTube channels if you haven't already, which mine is Stargazer Sports. And then, Big, what's your YouTube channel? Is it just Big
BGJ,
MJ?
BGJ.
Oh, it's just BGJ. Yeah. I was like, I don't think, yeah. So it's just BGJ. So y'all be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channels if y'all haven't already. Uh, Big, since the last time we saw each other, my channel has grown. So
Got that
I think
300.
I'm
Got
almost
that 300.
exactly got 300. Woo! Give myself some clap. And I'm close to 400 now, so I think I'm like 2 or 3 away from 400. So
Look at you
we're
turning up.
rocking and rolling,
Look
but
at you turning up.
not as much as you. It's like one day I'll get to 1,000, but really happy to be here, talk this Dallas Cowboys football. I guess I can also put the chat overlay so we can see what y'all doing and what y'all are saying as we get into the show. But how you been, Big?
I've been chilling, just
I've
living
been
life.
chilling, just living
Nothing,
life.
nothing major, nothing crazy.
Nothing major, nothing crazy.
Just ready to talk some cowboy
Just ready to
football.
talk some Cowboy football. All right. Well, I guess we can just jump right into it. Shout out to Big Dal in the chat. Angie, the Rebel Chick. Shout out to you. Shout out to Rico. That's my guy Rico. Appreciate you,
Ricola,
Rico.
Ricola.
Rico. He I love Rico. He comments on all my videos, very interactive with me and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you. But yeah, I guess what we can start off with what were your thoughts of our game versus Pittsburgh?
I mean, I thought that
I
when I looked
thought
at this
that when I
game,
looked at this game,
I kind of knew it was going to
I kind of
happen
knew it
like
was
this,
going to
not
happen
happen
like
like
this,
this.
not
I
happen
knew
like
it was
this.
going to be a close
I knew it
game.
was going to be a close game.
I knew it was going to be a tight
I
game.
knew it was going to be a tight game.
But I ain't gonna
But
lie, I was
I
never
ain't gonna lie,
fearing
I was
Pittsburgh like
never
that
fearing
because of
Pittsburgh like
Justin
that
Fields.
because of Justin Fields.
He's just
Okay,
not the
so
passer.
you
He's
wasn't
just
a
not
fan.
the passer.
Okay, yeah, you're just like, he's not that great. Yeah, I think with Justin Fields, I think I was expecting him. Now I knew that the way that they were gonna play him, which is pretty much they kind of made him into like a game manager. It's like just take safe throws, don't be risky with the football. We're gonna run the ball. We're gonna run the ball with you. We're gonna run the ball with our running back, and they're gonna live and die by that. I do think that I expected Justin Fields to perform a little bit better than he did because he actually had been performing pretty well the first 3 weeks. Now, granted, I can't tell you who their three opponents was, because they were like 3-0 and then they became 3-1. But he was like top five in all these QB metrics. Everybody was saying he looked way better, and the Bears made a mistake, trading him and going after Caleb Williams. But I will say with Justin Fields, yeah, it did surprise me. I did think that it was going to be a low scoring game just because, I mean, the history with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, I think all of our games is always a battle. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's just how they play, especially at home. Like at home, I think they barely give up. I think they limit people like 17 points or something like that. So they definitely, if it's an echo, I can lower my reverb.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
what I
do
was
that.
saying. I think I'm echoing.
Yeah, that's what I
Now,
was saying. I think I'm echoing. Now
now I'm think I'm echoing.
is it? I'm echoing. Okay. Is it big echo? Who's echoing? Y'all have to tell me. But I turned down my
Yeah,
reverb.
let me know who's echoing
Yeah,
because I
let me
think
know
it's
who's
me.
echoing because I think it's me. Yeah, y'all let me know. But I turned my volume, I mean my reverb down way low. So that's usually what causes. Oh, they saying your sound big. I don't know why it's echoing.
I know. I'm tripping. They never did it. They never did it.
Yeah, and last week Craven had that same issue with like an echo. I don't know what's really causing that. Because I can't hear the echo, but it just sounds like the echo to the chat. Um, damn, I don't know. Big, you probably could try to like go out and come back
You want me to go out and
in,
come back in?
maybe.
You want me to go out and come back in?
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to turn your volume down. I just don't know what would be causing the echo.
All right, I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
go out
you could
and come
go
back in.
back
All right,
and
I'm gonna
go
go
out
out
and
and
come
come
back
back
in.
in.
Yeah, okay. Uh, but anyways, guys, just to continue to give a recap. I don't know why we can't catch a break. Last week it was me and Mickey couldn't get her mic to stop echoing. And then this week it's Big's mic. So it's like I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we can get that resolved quickly. But anyway, when talking about and just shout out to everybody in the chat, Studi Wood, King Parrish, really glad to see the real Daryl. Some of y'all are oh, you know what it is? I was like, dang, I got a lot of new people in my chat, but y'all are in Big's chat. Because it's the first time me actually hosting. Usually Big hosts, and I join him, but now I'm hosting. He joined me. But anyway, um, yeah, the one thing that stood out to me, when reviewing um the Steelers film was physicality. Really, I knew the game with the Steelers was gonna be close. Again, they don't give up a lot of points at home. The Steelers were before playing us. I'm not sure where they're ranked now, but before playing us, they were the number one defense. So, I knew it was gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna be tough sledding. But honestly, we moved the ball on them very, very well, like extremely well. Um, what's up, Studi Wood? But yeah, we moved the ball on Pittsburgh. I didn't really expect us to move it because that was the number one defense. So, so the fact that was a number one defense and we was moving the ball like that, like we were kind of stalling out in the red zone, which we still got to get that figured out. But when it comes to moving the ball between the 20s, it was no problem. It was no problem at all. So that was a shocking factor. But as I said, when I reviewed the film, I just really see or saw a very, very physical team. And yeah, Justin Fields is not all-star quarterback. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? He's a growing quarterback that's still just trying to figure out who he is. This is his first year in a totally new system. And so, he's trying to get used to it, but he's overall playing better than what he did in Chicago. But regardless of Justin Fields, we still had to go against their defense. And the fact that we were that successful against that defense, just screams volume of, chemistry, the work that we've put in, but also the physicality. Because let's be honest, guys, usually, and it was a rainy day, would you have really, had us typically going up there and especially with the amount of injuries that we're facing, like would you automatically assume like, yeah, we're gonna go up there and we're gonna beat Pittsburgh? This game was a very playing Pittsburgh was a very tough game. And I don't care what nobody say, that was a very tough game. We had to play a very tough defense in a very tough environment. And I'm gonna give some claps to Big Mike because that was probably Mike McCarthy's biggest win as a coach, or one of them. I would probably say Tampa playoff 2022 is probably his biggest game because he had to do something that we hadn't done in 30 years, which is win a road playoff game, and then on top of that beat Tom Brady, which we had never beat. But I'm gonna put this Pittsburgh Steelers game right up there because when we look at the past, like every time we have like these big games, we just always end up coming up short. You know what I'm saying? Like we played Green Bay twice and got our ass whooped twice. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a big game for Mike McCarthy. This was a big game. This was going back to his hometown and stuff like that. So the fact that we were able to slug it out with these guys and these guys couldn't out physical us, shout out to the real Daryl. He said Pittsburgh thought they were going to bully Dallas. Exactly. And so 2 weeks in a row, I think we've been able to build, and we've been able to actually 3 weeks in a row, because I'm gonna count the second half of the Ravens game. Even though it was a bloodbath the first half, the second half, the defense started standing up, the offense started to get going. We started to fight back, and I think that's why Dak said, "Jump off if you want," because I think Dak could clearly see from his team, like, oh, okay, so we finally got that that version out of our system where a team gets up on us, and then now my defense is folding. I think that game really gave Dak a lot of confidence. I think it gave the whole team confidence, really. Yeah, I think that game gave the whole team confidence, and you could just see they just been steadily building upon that, right? Hope my guy Big will get back in. Um, but yeah, they just been steadily building upon that. So again, even though the last two quarterbacks that we faced is not great, in Daniel Jones and Justin Fields, we still had to play pretty good and pretty tough defenses. You understand what I'm saying? Um, and the Giants literally, didn't they just beat the Seahawks? Yeah, the Giants literally beat the Seahawks with like blocking a field goal to tie the game. So, and I think they beat the Seahawks in Seattle. Oh, okay, my guy Big's back. So let me add him back. Okay, Big. Can you? I can't hear you. I don't know.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I think I'm still echoing.
You still echoing.
I'm gonna do something else. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
This will probably work.
Okay. But yeah. So yeah, guys. So anyway, y'all know that it wasn't let me just smaller my guy Big while he's trying to figure out his stuff. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, we didn't face the best quarterbacks, but we still faced pretty good defenses. And when I mentioned the Giants versus the Seahawks, the Seahawks is a pretty high-powered offense. I mean, clearly we saw last year. I went to that game. It was that was really Dak Prescott's signature game for sure. Um, but thank you, Big Dal. Yeah, he's gonna go out and try to fix it. Yeah, it's got to be a setting or something. I just don't know what the setting is, because there's not that many settings through Restream, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, and I promise it's not me, guys, because last week Mickey was hosting. I was joining her stream and I didn't have audio problems, so it's definitely something on their end. I just don't know what it is and why it's doing it. But anyway, to transition, I guess I'm just trying to give some freestyle. Y'all feel free to comment in the chat, so y'all have any questions or anything like that. I think somebody had asked me, why do we yeah, she said, what do I think is killing us in the red zone? Well, one, unfortunately, every time we go into the red zone, our tackles want to take turns getting beat. So the way that you really find a solution, and I mean, and honestly, this past game, it was mental blunders, because we get in the red zone, sack, fumble, turnover. Which I'm 100% Dak. You my guy, the fortress. Oh, the fortress. I love you to death. But that sack, fumble, I reviewed the all 22. It was definitely on Dak. It was definitely on Dak. He was drifting back. There was no need for him to be drifting back in the pocket. He had tons of room in front of him where he could have stepped up. So that sack, fumble was not. I don't put that on Steele or Guyton. I do not. So that was Dak Prescott's fault. Then we find out. So this is Dak DPF, as Law Nation says. Shout out to Law's DPF, Dak Prescott fault. So the sack, fumble in this game, then the turnover. Dak and CD were on two different pages. today I haven't watched the interview, so I don't know. I just saw this quote from the beat writers, but they said that Dak said that it was his fault because CD was saying it was supposed to be a jump ball, and Dak ended up throwing a back shoulder pass. Dak said when he looked back at it, this is what the quote said. Again, I have not watched the interview, so I don't know for sure. But Dak said when he looked back at it, he's like, "Yeah, I should have went up top because CD had a height advantage and all that type of stuff." Blah 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 blah. So yeah, and then the third interception, the third turnover, second interception, that was just purely on Jalen Tolbert. That was on Jalen Tolbert 100%. I wish I had the clip. I do not, but y'all could go back and watch it. Now you got to watch the all 22 view so that you can actually see how Tolbert ran his route. But he ran probably the laziest post route I have ever seen in my year of existence. So probably and Tyreek, I would agree with that. I agree with that. I be screaming at Dak. I be like, Dak, throw the ball away. Dak just don't believe in throwing the ball away, bro. That's just not what he believes in. You know how you got those Aaron Rodgers. Well, prime Aaron Rodgers, he sucks now. But prime Aaron Rodgers never had a lot of interceptions because Aaron Rodgers always is just gonna throw the ball away. Not Dak. Dak is probably the riskiest, most aggressive quarterback in the league. Like the throws that Dak attempts, no other quarterback is attempting that throw. You know what I'm saying? Like Dak just does not give a F. He's the only quarterback I see. He does not avoid the bit. Well, sometimes he does. He will sometimes, but Dak really don't care who you are. He goes right at you. Like he doesn't. Oh, you're the best. You're let me think of, I don't know, whatever. You're this corner or that corner. You're Jalen Ramsey. You're this. Dak don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? Dak says this is what Dak does to those guys. So, but anyway, so yes, so reason for the turnovers this week was just, for the lack of red zone success this week was mental blunders. But what we want to be grateful for is that even with those mental blunders, we were able to overcome. And our quarterback was finally able. Can y'all believe that? Our quarterback was finally able to have that complementary defense that even though because usually in the past, guys, Dak has 3 turnovers, we're getting blown out. Just point blank simple. But because now Dak has, it seems, now we got to play more games, yada, 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 right? And that's why I named this video. I said, is this the real test? Right? Because everybody's like, it's the Giants. It's just Pittsburgh, even though they have the number 1 defense and they spend the most money on their defense. But anyways, it's just Pittsburgh. They have Justin Fields. Not that great. So now people are saying that, our real test is the Lions. This is our real test. Even though, like, what is our Dak's record against the Lions is like 5-0. But regardless, this game is our real test, right? Because this is what people consider like a powerhouse now in the NFC. Exactly. I like to show that comment. But yeah, the Lions are now considered a powerhouse. They were just in the NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? They have this high-powered offense. Now, granted, I think they said, let me look it up. Because to me on film, I'm like, their defense looks like garbage with the addition of, Aiden Hutchinson being great. But I really don't see their defense being that great. But let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up too. And okay, let me see. Oh no, okay. Is this recent? Yeah, they say it's updated today. So through week 5 total defense, and I can show this with y'all. Let's keep calling this team soft. I'm not convinced. LOL. Yeah, boss said keep it up, so y'all keep it up. Keep calling them soft. The wide receivers have to beat bumps and run coverage. If they cannot beat that coverage, your QB has to hold on to the ball longer. Yeah, uh, I agree with that. I think the wide receivers have these past few weeks have been doing a pretty good job of getting open, getting separation. Even when they don't get open, Dak throws them open. You know what I'm saying? Like that cool back shoulder pass that Dak Brooks that was really a first down, but Mike McCarthy didn't challenge it. So, anyways, but let me see if my guy Big can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. I can hear you. Y'all
I'm
let me
still
know.
echoing though.
Oh no. What is the echoing? I don't know why it's happening. And you joined through. You're on your actual mic and stuff now.
Yup.
I don't know what's causing that problem. Cause you weren't echoing yesterday with Mike, right?
Nope. I never had this happen.
I don't know what to do. There's only so many audio settings we can do. And shout out to uh generation to generation. I need to get back with you, but I definitely saw your message where you said y'all want to link up for sure. But yeah, they saying it's still echoing. I don't know. Maybe I mean I can try switching my stuff out. I'm not gonna be able to use my buttons and stuff, but I could use my other mic. Cause I don't know. Maybe I am affected in some way somehow. I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Cause I can. What you say?
Put out for the echoing.
Yeah, but now your mic, I can't hear you. It's like you cutting in and out. Oh, they said maybe noise cancellation. Do you have noise cancellation setting on? Okay, they cut it off. Maybe that'll work.
He said I'm trying to screw. I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay. Next time, I'm gonna try and see if there's still an echo. I do still have my old mic. And I'm gonna see if somehow I'm affecting it. I don't know, but I'm like, if I was affecting it, I feel like I would be echoing too. Cause y'all remember when I first used this mic, I was echoing bad. But I was able to fix it. But I don't know. But and we may just have to do a quick show, y'all. Last time y'all did not like last week with my girl Mickey, so we may just have to do a quick show and figure out what it is. Again, like I said, next time. I'm gonna switch to my old mic just to make sure it's not me effing it up. But anyway, I was like, oh, looking at the. Okay, let me see. Okay, talk now. No, it's still messing up. What's up, Sports Junkie? Glad to see you, brother. Y'all check out Sports Junkie. He has a YouTube channel, puts out good content. So y'all go subscribe to him if you haven't already. But anyways, hopefully we
Hello.
Yeah.
Still doing
it. Still echoing. Hold on, maybe I can I'm gonna try to use my old mic maybe and see if that works. Because I would love to be able to do this show. What time is it? 7:43. At least just do a preview of the Lions. But if I leave, then
y'all gonna be over.
Exactly. I'm like, so y'all may just have to bear with us. Maybe we just do a quick show and then we'll figure out the sound next week. I'm sorry, guys. But because I turned your mic down too big, so
yeah,
it really shouldn't be echoing and stuff like that.
Nah, I ain't never seen it do this.
Nope. But it's 2 weeks in a row. Somebody I've gone live with. That's why I think, is it me? But um, anyway, yeah, the Lions defense is. That's what I was gonna show y'all. Their defense is not good. uh, yeah. So y'all can see.
Sorry, y'all.
They are ranked 26. So they're not good. And they've given up, 340? What does it say? Oh, 349 yards and 9 touchdowns. So the Lions clearly, they had worked to quote unquote work to fix their defense this year, but it's not that great. You feel me? And I kind of knew it because I was like, when you look at look who they added in the offseason. So they added Straw, but he's not even a starter. Then they added Terrion Arnold, who's pretty good, but I mean he's a growing slot corner. And then they added Carlton Davis. Y'all know last year CD Lamb had a career game against him. And we really should have blown the Lions out. Remember, CD fumbled out of the back of the end zone, all that type of stuff. So that was a game we definitely should have blown them out. So I'll be honest, I'm not really worried about the Giants. The Giants. I'm not worried about the Lions. I think we're gonna be, if we could carve up the Pittsburgh Steelers with way better pass rushers, way better personnel on the defense from top to bottom, we can definitely carve up the Lions as they are the 22nd ranked, right? Because I think, what's the Steelers? The Steelers, after we played them, they're now ranked 8th, but I think they were like either 1, 2, or 3. They were top 3 defense till we played. Now they top 10, but it's okay. But anyway, so anyway, I think we're gonna be able to carve them up. But the issue comes. One thing we got to do in this game, and I'm gonna just do this quickly. I think Big may be done for the night. We just gonna try to figure it out next week. So, but in his absence, I'm gonna just kind of like carry the show and then get off of here. But what we need to do in this game is you definitely want to protect your depleted deep, just like we did last week. The game plan that we did last week, we need to incorporate it into this week, which is what? Run the damn ball, right? Run the ball. Keep your defense rested. Keep your defense, off the field and not them constantly having to keep coming on the field and facing that high-powered offense. Because the difference between the Steelers and the Giants is they do have a good quarterback. They do have a good quarterback, and they have, their offense is loaded. That's about as loaded of an offense as you can really get. Their offensive line is the best in football. Then they have 2 great, phenomenal running backs in Jahmyr Gibbs, and I think the other guy is David Montgomery. 2 phenomenal backs, and they go together like peanut butter and jelly. So, okay. Then on top of that, then you got Amon-Ra St. Brown. Then you got Jameson Williams, who is now coming into his own, and he's fast AF. Like, you make one wrong move on that man, it's a problem, right? One misstep, one false step, he's heading straight to the house. And him and Jared Goff are really building up the chemistry. And then the guy that you have leading the team, it's not an elite quarterback, but he's a very good quarterback, and he definitely can carve you up. Last week, this is what Goff did. Let me see if I can pull up the Detroit Lions to show you. Like, Jared Goff, again, he's not the greatest quarterback in the world, but he's pretty damn good. And when you have a pretty damn good team, when he has a pretty damn good team around him, the guy does damage. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. Let me share this screen with y'all so y'all can take a look because this is crazy. So y'all can clearly see there. Y'all see that? 18 for 18. Now the Seahawks defense is pretty bad, but anyway, that doesn't matter because it don't matter if you got a pretty bad defense. To not incomplete one pass. Do y'all know how hard that is? Yeah, you right. J. Lou, he gonna give Amon-Ra St. Brown the business like he do every year. And Amon-Ra so pressed because J. Lou was like, I can't even remember what I said to him. And Amon-Ra said he was the craziest cornerback they ever talked to him. That's crazy. We got a little J. Lou is such a dog, but anyway, yeah, 18 for 18, guys. 18 for 18. 292. 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. You can clearly see, and then you can see bottom, you look at their tandem. Jahmyr Gibbs, 14 carries, 78 yards, 5.6 average, 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 12 carries, 40 yards, 3.3 a touchdown. Like high powered offense. Didn't I tell you about that guy, Jameson Williams? Look at that. Look at that stat line. 2 receptions. Each reception for 40 yards and a touchdown. Right? Then you got Sam Laporta. They added Tim Patrick. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay, anyway, y'all get the point. Y'all, and then Jared Goff got him a touchdown. They did a trick play and he got himself a touchdown. So anyway, the Lions are definitely a team that can get you. We saw last year, if you make mistakes, like we made mistakes versus the Steelers, the Lions gonna beat us. Not because they better than us, but because if you give them all those extra possessions, they have the high-powered offense to score points. That's what I'm saying. And they have a great play caller in Ben Johnson. So this is definitely a game where can we win? Absolutely. Do I think we will win? Absolutely. But if we go in there and F around and be sloppy like we did the last game, we could get blown out. You know what I'm saying? And maybe not blown out because I think Dak again can destroy that defense, but they can beat us. You know what I'm saying? So this is a game where I feel like if they beat us, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not unless they just blow us out and we show no fight, no heart, blah blah blah. Everybody plays awful, like a repeat of like Green Bay or something. That's the only way I'm really gonna be mad. But like if they beat us in a close game, I'm not really gonna be mad. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not gonna be mad because 1, we're injured. 2, they're a good team. Again, they were in the NFC Championship last year. 3, we've had their number for how long? Like, so, like if they get one, good for them. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about the matter. But anyway, I think that Cowboys Nation, you know, I think that we should come out. We need to really get a win because now we are these road warriors. But I want to be home warriors too. I want to be like we can win anywhere, anytime, line it up. So I definitely would love to get a home win, especially against the Lions, because I'm gonna start being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't like them. I feel like they dirty. They play about as dirty and crazy as Dan Campbell and Stell. Then you got Aiden Hutchinson last year that almost broke Dak's leg twice. I don't F with him. I don't like Aiden Hutchinson. He's a good young player, but I don't F with him. He's dirty. So that's just my opinion on him. Again, is he great pass rusher? Absolutely. He leads the league in pressures and sacks. I think at this point, pressures and sacks. So Aiden Hutchinson is not to be played with, and I think he moves across the line as well. So still gonna get some. Guyton gonna get some. The advantage that they have is he's not TJ Watt. He's not Myles Garrett. He's not. Who else we face? Yeah, T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett. I would say he's probably on the level, and he might consider this insulting to him because I think Nick Herbig is a rookie. But as far as like motors, spin moves, all that type of stuff, Nick Herbig was giving us problems. So I feel like that's exactly what Aiden Hutchinson is. He's a high motor, relentless dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely think, guys, that we go in there focused. We play Cowboys football, and we show them like y'all may have made it to the NFC Championship, but y'all are no match for us. This is a game where we can really shut everybody the hell up. Now, of course, everybody's gonna move the goalpost. They're gonna move the goalpost. They're gonna say, well, y'all always beat them. They're gonna have something. They're gonna make up some excuse. This player wasn't doing this, or Jared Goff just had a bad game, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. But I think the key to defeating the Lions and their offense is to rattle Jared Goff. So Zimmer did a lot of creative things last week, and I want him to turn it up. I want him to turn it up this week because Jared Goff is better than Justin Fields. Now, is he mobile? No. But is he a good quarterback? And if he has time, he will dice you up? Yes. So I want Zimmer to bring out that defense that had Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees in a real conundrum. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. But anyways, guys, ultimately, and I want to end with saying this. We need to load manage Rico. I get it that he was the hot hand last week. That's great. I'm happy for. First of all, let me say this. Let me give him a clap. I am very happy for Rico. Very happy. He was seeing the holes. He was doing everything that he was supposed to do besides that fumble, but he shouldn't have been there in the first place. That should have been. But anyways, love Rico. Very happy. I think that was a career game for him. So I'm very, very happy. But we need to load manage him because we need Rico the whole season. And if we keep up with this 20, 25, like that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Period. We barely gave Rico any carries last year and he got hurt. Now you think you're just going to keep giving him 20 carries a game and he's going to be fine? Like, we're not idiots. When you know you have an injury-prone player, you need to manage them. Again, I think you should manage them with Zeke, right? I think, quite honestly, the way we've been playing Zeke is a slap in the face. But if the coaches don't want Zeke or they don't like Zeke, okay, whatever. Elevate Dalvin Cook. Go make a trade. Do something to balance out Rico's carries. That's all I'm asking. If you don't want Zeke, he's washed. I'm done arguing with people with Zeke. I have my opinion. People have their opinion. Whatever the hell. But we need to load manage him. Period. That's it. And you said, Star, what is Cowboys football? What does that really mean? Because we can't win at home. I mean, Cowboys football is what we've been historically. A team that fights. A team that doesn't give up. It's only been these past two, really last year, and then the Saints game this year where we're like, where's the fight? And if people who are coming from Big Game James channel, Big was having audio issues, so he wasn't able to finish out the show. So I'm about to close, but thank you all for being here. Please still like the video on Big's channel. Please subscribe to Big if you haven't already. Please share. Please like the video on my channel as well, and please share the content. If you're on Big Game James channel, my channel is Stargazer Sports, and so you can find me there and subscribe. But the way it goes is Tariq Zeke is why. Tariq, I know you hate Zeke, so it is what it is. I'm not arguing about that. But anyway, when it comes to Cowboys football, like that's what I'm saying, it's the fight. Like even when we had no talent, like we really had zero talent on defense. You never saw us getting blown out. That's not Cowboys football. So our brand of football is what we've been historically from the Romo days to the Dak Prescott days, and that's we fight. We fight and we fight to the end. Hopefully, we want to fight with wins and not losses. But regardless, you gotta fight. Oh, what's up to my guy David? Appreciate you, David. Um, and says I would love to marry you. We're a perfect match. What? Okay. Anyways, and on that note, it's time for me to head out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for rocking with us again. Me and Big are sorry that he wasn't able to stay the whole show, but hopefully we'll get the audio figured out for next next show next week, hopefully. But anyway, until next time, really appreciate everybody being in the chat today. Really love and appreciate y'all so much. I'll pray my button.
I love all my friends.
And I'll end on that. Y'all have a good night. And we'll